It is just remarkable to me how bad these leftists are at defending their own policies. What a catastrophe the Biden administration has been in just a couple of weeks. This Kamala Harris interview is an absolute disaster. I mean, and you're on NBC, right? So you're on with Savannah Guthrie. You're on with your people. And you can't even defend your own policies. You got to watch this clip. This is Kamala Harris stumbling, bumbling, incoherently about opening up schools, a policy that the Biden administration has no clue about and is completely backwards on. Their handling of the coronavirus has been a catastrophic disaster in the sense that Joe Biden is sitting there saying that he didn't have a vaccine coming into office, ahead of coming into office. And then also you have this the school return policy that puts 90% of students says that they can't come back to school, even when the experts say that schools are not a vector for the virus. And so you have Savannah Guthrie, which kudos to her. I'll call balls and strikes here. If you are willing to actually push on this stuff, bravo to you. Savannah Guthrie, clearly of the left, clearly a leftist, works at NBC News, clearly a leftist organization. She's a shill, but she pushes Kamala Harris hard here, and Kamala has no idea what to say. Check out this clip, and it is just absolutely humiliating. Watch.
Just want to teach.
But what about that CDC guidance then? That's the question, because the CDC is saying essentially their best guidance is don't open if you're in a red zone. 90% of students are in a red zone. And the science is very clear. The CDC's own science says schools are not a source of community risk.
Well, so here's the thing. What the CDC, what they have recommended are exactly that, recommendations about how to reopen safely if they've been closed, how to stay open if they've been opened. And so the recommendations include what, again, needs to happen around social distancing, hand washing, mask wearing. But the point is that we all want our kids to get back to school as quickly as possible and as safely as possible.
There has been a shifting timeline here. Back on December 8th, the then president-elect tweeted, we want to reopen the majority of schools in the first 100 days. He later said that day, we want to have most schools open. Now he said as recently as last night, he's talking about the majority of K through 8 schools. Last week, we heard a White House official saying open means it could mean just one day a week open. The president said, no, that was a miscommunication. But I mean, I guess, look, again, parents watching. What is the bottom line? What does it mean for schools to be reopened, and how soon can they be reopened?
So our goal is that as many K through 8 schools as possible will reopen within the first 100 days. Our goal is that it will be 5 days a week. And so we have to work to achieve that goal. But our goal is the goal of parents. And I mean, here's the thing, Savannah, I don't need to tell you. We are... The issue here is not just about statistics. It's about our kids. It's about their parents. It's about the fact that every day our kids are missing essential, critical days in their educational development. We know, we have worked on this issue for years around the fact that, by the end of 3rd grade, if a child is not at 3rd grade reading level, they literally drop off. So each day in the life of a child is a very long time.
Absolutely.
And that's why, and that's why we've got to collectively do everything in our power to reopen our schools as quickly as possible and as safely as possible.
A lot of public health officials will say this closing of schools is as much of a public health crisis for all the reasons you mentioned.
This is such a critical issue for parents. I'm a parent. I don't have a school-aged kid, but I know that parents have... This has broken them down. It's insanity what these people are doing to parents out there. It's impossible to work. It's impossible to make a living. It's impossible to have structure in your life, and you are holding back students and their development. It's wicked. It's evil. And the fact that Kamala Harris has no answer to this and just stumbles and bumbles through talking points, poorly delivered talking points that don't say anything and don't do anything to help, is a disaster. This is one of the worst interviews I've ever seen. It is catastrophic. It's why you don't see members of the administration going out and actually talking to media, because they have no idea what's actually going on, and they get savaged every single time, even in friendly interviews, which this was. What a disaster. Guys, hold these people accountable at the ballot box in 2 years, 2022. Take back the House, take back the Senate, and make sure that these people cannot destroy America. That's all I got. Thanks.